Oh, hey, good morning. It's me, Dax Moy, again, with another one of my now famous mad ramblings. Today's mad rambling is on the very simple, straightforward topic of saying no. Let me tell you kind of where I'm at with this particular mad rambling. It's become very, very popular to think about kind of positive thinking and positive habits and this idea of saying yes to life, okay, which sounds really great. I mean, kind of saying yes, opening yourself up to more opportunities is definitely a great way to go through life. But the trouble with opening up to lots of opportunities is that we often get extremely frustrated, okay? So I've come to think about frustration as being the gap, the space between the opportunities that you have and the time, the ability, the belief, I guess the availability of taking action. Okay, so frustration is ultimately the gap between the actions that you're taking and the opportunities that you have. Okay. Now, what generally tends to happen is that the more opportunities you give yourself, and we're all seeking opportunities. People say, oh, you've got to give yourself the most opportunity possible in life. Sounds really, really great, but you will get more and more frustrated. If you've got 100 different variations of training program that you could possibly put yourself through, you're often kind of frustrated by, oh, which one am I going to do, and is this the right one for me? Certainly I see this with personal trainers quite a lot in designing their own programs, because they're so educated in many respects in terms of the ideas of what they could do with their program, what they could do with their nutrition, etc., etc., that they're often frozen into taking no action at all. So today's mad rambling is this idea of saying no. Okay, so the idea that you may actually get a much more positive result in your life by saying no. And what I mean by that is, look at all the things that you're definitely going to close the door to for now. It doesn't mean forever. It doesn't mean that you're letting an opportunity go for the rest of your life. But what it's saying is, okay, I'm not going to do that thing. I'm not going to do that thing. I'm not going to do that thing. Okay, and as you start to say no and get rid of the things that you're not going to do, it leaves you in a much better position for deciding what you are going to do. And again, this is true whether this be related to your health and your diet and your exercise program. It's true whether it be related to your nutrition. It's true whether it be related to business, or in fact anything, right? If you've experienced this yourself, I'm certain that when you have 20 different things that you could do, it's paralyzing. You've got no bloody clue about where you should start. Okay, but as soon as you narrow it down to just a couple of things, you go, okay. So look, this is the idea, I guess, that living a really great life in some respects is about reductionism. It's about getting rid of opportunities. Yes, you've seen the whole world out there. Okay, you've got you could go left, you could go right, you could go up, you could go down, you could go forward, you could go backward. Okay, but until you actually decide on the actual direction you're going to go in, it's really, really difficult for you to actually choose which action to take, as in, okay, what is the first step I need to make? So get rid, say no to a lot more. I liken this to, I guess, having, let's say your Microsoft Windows or your browser open, okay? If you're running 100 different windows in your browser at the moment, then everything is going to run slowly, okay? Everything, the processing power on your computer is being taken up by hundreds of different processes. And if you've got if you've got Microsoft Word open, and you've got Excel open, and you've got some graphics package open, it's going to run slower still. Okay, so how do you get the maximum processing power? How do you make sure that if you open a website, it loads quickly, and that if you decide to do some graphic editing, that you're able to kind of do what you want to do immediately? Well, what you do is you start to close windows. In other words, you start to say no. Okay, no, I don't want that one. No, I don't want that one. No, and for every no that you identify, for every no that you tell yourself, you add that processing power to the very thing that you actually want to work with. Okay, so that's my mad rambling for today. I've kind of gone around the houses as I normally do. I've said the same thing in about 3 or 4 different ways, whether that be saying no, whether that be kind of narrowing down your direction, whether that be closing down your various Microsoft windows and your various browser windows, whatever. I'm ultimately saying the same thing. Reduce the number of choices that you have available to you so that you can actually make a better choice as you go through life. And this applies to any goal, any vision, anything that you happen to be working on at the moment. Reduce the choices, and you'll make life a lot easier for you. This has been Dax Moy again, with another weird and wonderful mad rambling, and I'll speak to you again very, very soon. Take care.